Hi everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel. So we're coming to the end of another year. 2019 is just about at a close, and I wanted to do some sort of a fun, epic end of year video for you guys. And I figured, what better video to make than all the crap I couldn't sell in 2019? Everybody wants to know what items sell the best, but a lot of the times we forget to talk about the items that won't sell no matter what we do. And that's what this video is. These are all of the items that I have been having the hardest time selling in 2019. I think there's 44. So now let's talk about the criteria that needs to be met in order to make my epic list of duds of 2019. In order to qualify as a dud, in my opinion, for 2019, it needs to be an active listing for 6 months or more. I feel like after about 6 months, if the thing is gonna sell, it would have sold. So until it reaches that 6-month mark, I'm not quite yet ready to call it a dud. But even with that rule, I'm not exactly including a lot of cosmetics on this list because a lot of very typical cosmetics will eventually sell. It just sometimes takes a little bit longer than 6 months, and that doesn't necessarily qualify them as a dud. I'm also not including the items that eventually sold. So if an item was listed longer than 6 months and eventually sold, I'm not gonna put it on this list. This list is strictly for items that I can't freaking sell no matter how hard I try. Without further ado, here are my duds of 2019. All right, so we're starting off with one that really surprised me, and that is printer ink. This one really surprised me because most printer ink sells really fast, and so I'm not exactly sure what is keeping this printer ink from selling. I mean, it's a 20 pack. It's for the Canon Pixma MG6620, MG7120, and MG7150. So why won't this printer ink sell? I mean, hello, it's a 20 pack of ink and it's only like 14 bucks. It very well could be because it's not a genuine branded product, but this thing has been listed for like 7 months now. Why won't the stupid printer ink sell? Okay, so already I'm breaking a rule on the criteria with this lipstick. Because 1, I said I wasn't going to include very many cosmetics, and 2, I said I wasn't going to include any cosmetics that have already sold, which this has sold for me. It is the Maybelline Color Sensational in shade Orange Aglow. But the reason why I'm choosing to include it on this list, even though it's cosmetics, and I just said cosmetics can take longer than 6 months to sell, and I have already sold a set of these, I just have some remaining. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is literally the price point. So I had to drop the price just below $6 for 2 of them to even get 1 set to sell. And now it's not the brand and it's not the kind of lipstick because I've sold other shades for more money. I really do think that it's the color. So lesson learned, don't expect any orange shades of lipstick to sell ever. Amazing Grass Organic Wheat Grass Powder. Okay, so it's listed for 25 bucks. You know, I could drop the price a little bit more, but I was pricing it with the market. But why isn't it selling? I mean, isn't eating kale and adding green powders to your smoothies like a totally healthy trend right now? Why isn't it selling? And I mean, come on, look at how cute my picture is. It's on a grass background and everything. It goes along with the whole theme of the, you know, powdered grass. Anyways, I'm really surprised it hasn't sold yet. So now this one definitely surprised me, this pink Stork Tea. And the reason being because I had 2 different kinds of variations. I have this morning sickness one that has not yet sold, and then I had the nursing tea. So I was not at all surprised that the nursing tea actually sold out really super quick. It's for breastfeeding moms who want to increase their breast milk production, and so it is a tea that helps stimulate your breast milk. Pretty sure that there was like fenugreek and all of that stuff in it, but I really thought that the morning sickness tea would do equally as good. I mean, what kind of pregnant woman wouldn't want to soothe her morning sickness? Then I guess the more you think about it, there's lots of ways to soothe morning sickness, so you might not need a particular, you know, tea to do that. But still, why hasn't it sold? I think my price point's pretty good, but nope. still hasn't sold. Sticking on the same pregnancy train are these prenatal vitamins. I don't get it. Prenatal vitamins always sell so quick. Why won't these sell? Why won't you sell? I mean, I guess it could be the price point. It's a little bit on the pricey side for prenatal vitamins compared to other prenatals that I've sold. But I mean, still, you know, it's just under $19, which is a little expensive for a 30-day supply, but still, I'm really surprised. Honestly, now I'm looking at this picture and I can see that I left a special handling clearance sticker on it. Apparently, this was in a time frame where I wasn't paying attention to removing stickers before taking photos. Could that have something to do with it? I don't know. Why won't you sell? This Nature's Truth aromatherapy tea tree oil. So essential oils I kind of put in the category with cosmetics. Essential oils can sometimes take a really long time to sell because there is so much competition in the eBay and Amazon space with essential oils. There's so many different brands. There's unbranded, branded. There's all of these, like, I even think that there's an MLM kind of multi-level marketing company that does essential oils as well. So there are oils everywhere. But I was really surprised at this one, especially when it went the entire summer without selling, because I just know because my mother-in-law uses tea tree oil to try to keep ticks and chiggers away when she's working in the garden. I was really surprised that tea tree oil didn't sell very quickly and hasn't sold at all. It's just sitting there waiting to sell. Pacifica underarm deodorant wipes. Underarm. So I guess instead of using deodorant, you just wipe your underarms with this if you get a little bit stinky. So I have sold these Pacifica underarm deodorant wipes before, but it was a different kind and it was a lot of 2 packages. For some reason, a single lot of 1 package will not sell. Don't know why. Could be the price point. I might have to drop it, but maybe underarm deodorant wipes are just not as popular as I thought. This one was a big surprise to me. This Blue Guard eye vitamins. I sell eye care stuff all the time. I sell eye drops. I sell lots of eye drops. I sell okay, maybe all I really sell is eye drops, but I figured that something like vitamins for eye health would sell because supplements and vitamins always sell really well for me. And so I figured that these eye vitamins would sell, but they won't. I've sold, okay, and again, I'm breaking a rule. I have sold 1 or 2 of these boxes, but the reason why I'm including it on this list is because I had a dozen boxes that I had to pull all the listings for, because even at a price point of $7.40, I could not get them to sell. I had 12 boxes and finally they all expired. So I had to end up pulling the listing down because I couldn't sell them because they were out of date. So even with just a little over $7 a box with free shipping, I couldn't get these suckers to sell. Totally baffled me. This is like one of the very few vitamins I've had trouble selling. In the same vein as that are these Diabetic You multivitamins. So these are vitamins that are supposed to be formulated specifically for people who are diabetic. I'm not exactly sure what makes them a little bit different, or if it's just like a brand that a lot of diabetics use and trust, and so those are the kind of multivitamins that they want to use from a brand that they trust. But these won't sell. Could be the price point. They're a little bit more expensive. I guess I could go ahead and drop the price a little more. I mean, you know, $25 and some change for 3 boxes, I thought was a really good price point. It was a lot cheaper than all of the sold comps on eBay, but you know, they're just not selling. So guess I'm gonna have to drop the price. That, or maybe the Diabetic You brand does better with medicines and products that are geared more towards diabetics and not so much multivitamins. Protein powders are something that I really talk a lot about because protein powders always sell really well, except for this one. This Simply Balanced Salted Caramel Protein Powder won't sell. And it's a really good price point. It's just under $15 for about a pound of protein powder. And I would think that salted caramel would be a really, you know, hot commodity, but it won't sell. I have like 3 of them and it won't sell. Is it the brand? Flavor? I don't know, but it won't sell. All right, this lot of 2 boxes of the Frigidaire Pure Air filter refills. Do people not care that their fridge is stinky? Maybe people are just still old school and putting boxes of Arm & Hammer baking soda in their fridge and they're not using these fun contraptions that require refills. All I know is I priced priced it really super competitively. I haven't checked the market lately. Maybe I'm way overpriced now, but why aren't they selling? I think it's Arm & Hammer's fault. I think they're the reason. This Garnier Retouch Hair Concealer. Really surprised because there's a lot of like root touch-up products that I sell and they sell really, really well. But why is this one in particular not selling? I mean, it's a lot of 4 of them for $15 and change. So that's less than $4 a piece. Why aren't they selling? Maybe the Garnier brand just isn't doing a really good job with root touch-up concealers. Who knows? But these suckers won't sell. And I would like to note that I did have a lot of 3 for black hair, and those did sell pretty quickly. Why not these? This one is one that really surprised me. Children's Mylicon chewables for upset tummies. The reason why I'm so surprised by this is because I've sold the infants Mylicon, the gas drops. I sold lots of 3 of those like lightning speed. I'm horrible at snapping. Oh, forget it. So I sold lots of 3 boxes of the Mylicon Infants Gas Relief within like 24 hours. I had 3 lots of 3. They all sold lightning speed. And so I figured that tummy chewables for children with upset stomachs, I figured that it would be really hot, kind of like a Pepto-Bismol kind of thing. These suckers won't sell. They won't sell. So I mean, it's a lot of 5 boxes. Maybe 5 boxes is too much for someone to buy. Maybe I should do lots of 2 boxes or 3 boxes and maybe make it a lower price point. At this point, that's all that I could think to do because otherwise I would think that people would be buying this stuff. So I'll try something. These Tresemme Between Washes Hair Refresher. Kind of surprised by this, kind of not, because Tresemme products, they can be desirable or people might not want to buy them online. They might just buy them at the grocery store because they're so inexpensive. Maybe this product in particular isn't really highly desirable or maybe people don't really buy it, but it's a lot of 4 bottles for $23.64 is usually what I have it priced at, but it's not selling. I think maybe, so what it is kind of like dry shampoo. It's a hair refresher. So maybe it's because it's not like the typical aerosol dry shampoo spray. I know that's what I personally use. Maybe it's because it's like a spritzer dry shampoo and maybe people don't feel like the spritzing works very well. I know that there's a couple of dry shampoos that I have personally tried where it wasn't a spritzer, it wasn't aerosol, but I sprayed it in my hair and it just made my hair look wet and honestly made it look like the opposite of what dry shampoo is supposed to do to your hair. So I don't know if the fact that it's a spritzer just kind of is unappealing to people and that's why it's not selling, or if it's a price point or what. I don't know, but I tell you, I'm about ready to pull the listing down and just sell it locally because I'm sick and tired of looking at it. Here's another one that surprised me, and I do think that it might be that price point. It's these Baby Ganic's Insect Repelling Wipes. So I was really surprised that when, you know, insect repellent was selling like crazy, these didn't sell. Because I know that people don't want to like spray their babies down with chemicals. So I figured surely these Baby Ganic's baby sensitive insect repellent wipes would sell really, really well. So I created a lot. It's 45 total wipes. There's 15, you know, independent wipes per box. They're independently sealed. It's priced a little on the high end, mostly because there wasn't a lot of competition at the time. And so I think the price point might be an issue. But now I think that it's more so people aren't really looking for insect repellent. It's not really that time of year anymore. Places are getting cold. Bugs are dying. Yes. So hopefully when the springtime comes, they will sell and I'll probably drop the price. The OGX Coconut Milk Anti-Breakage Serum. Why won't you sell? This is one of the few items in my store that has over 1,000 views. Over 1,000 views, and nobody has even inquired about buying it. What's the deal? It's like one of those serums that you put on your hair to keep your hair from breaking. Why don't people want it? I know I would. Maybe I'll just pull it and keep it for myself. Well, there's an idea. This Shea Moisture Bamboo Charcoal Black African Soap Jelly Moisturizer. Did I say all those words? So not only does the Shea Moisture brand always do really well for me, but moisturizers also do well. So why isn't this one? Feel like the price point's good, just under 10 bucks with free shipping. Why won't it sell? Okay, so now we're back into the cosmetic space, but the only reason why I wanted to talk about this one is because I'm really surprised that it hasn't sold. Mostly, for the most part, mascaras will sell for me pretty quickly, within about 90 days, I would say, as long as the price point is low enough. This one, I keep dropping the price and it won't sell. I mean, it's just a little over $6 right now. And this So Lashy brand of mascara won't sell. Maybe I'm just waiting for my buyer. Oh my, this hair food, why won't you sell? I have had this honey apricot moisturizing hair mask for like a year. There have been 0 inquiries on it. Why won't you sell? Maybe because it's the fact that it's a hair mask and it's one of those things that you like put in your hair and you let it sit there for a while and then you eventually rinse it out. But isn't that just a deep conditioner? Is it the same thing? Are they different? Maybe I should find out exactly what it is before I complain. Regardless, I can't get it to sell. Oh my God, the coffee bean scrub. So it's a coconut oil, vitamin E, and sea salt coffee scrub. I had it on Amazon for a few months. It wouldn't sell. So I brought it out of Amazon and decided to put it on eBay, and it still won't sell. So the price point might be a little high. Maybe I'll go in and drop it, but still, who doesn't want to rub a combination of coffee and coconut oil all over their body? Am I the only one? Can't be the only one. I'd probably take a bath in coffee, so I'm probably not a very good judge. Okay, this is another one that really shocked me. So most of these L'Oreal Age Perfect products sell really well for me, except for this one. This Rosy Tone mask. Sad part is I have a bunch of them. I have like 8 of them, and I figured that the price point was decent enough, but I might have to go in and lower the price even more because I have not sold one of these. One of like 8. Maybe this is the one undesirable L'Oreal Age Perfect product on the market. Who knows? I don't know, but it won't sell. And we're back to cosmetics again. Again, I know I said that cosmetics can take a really long time to sell, but I don't think this one is ever gonna sell. I just have a feeling. And I think it's because it's blue. I mean, who wears blue lipstick? You know, I've seen Instagrammers wear blue lipstick. I've seen people wear blue lipstick in beauty commercials, in magazines, on YouTube, but I'm having a hard time believing that people wear blue lipstick in their everyday life. Like they're gonna put on blue lipstick and go off to their office job. And because of that reason, I don't think this is ever gonna sell. But it's still listed nonetheless. It's in my store in case anybody wants to try blue lipstick. Maybe I will. Okay, one more blue. This L'Oreal Infallible Paints Domineering Teal. So it's blue, but it's not really blue. It's teal. But I think the same thing. I don't think it's ever gonna sell because I can't see somebody, you know, putting on teal lipstick and going to work. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Here's another one that really surprised me. It's this Cashmere and Caviar Hair Jelly. So I've sold the hair mask, the serums, the hair soak. I've sold all of those in this Cashmere and Caviar variety, but this hair jelly won't sell. So it's a special Cashmere and Caviar blend of hair gel for curly hair. And most products made for curly hair that I have listed in my eBay store, did I just say eBay? In my eBay store sell lightning speed. Why isn't this one? Okay, we're back to makeup again, but it's because this one just pisses me off so much. Could be because it's CoverGirl, but I honestly thought that this color balancing palette would sell faster. And I have like 10 of them and none of them will sell. I should probably lower my price a little bit. I get that, but I figured that there was like this trend going on with people like balancing their color and coloring their face weird colors. You know, like the whole color correcting thing. When I listed this item on eBay, it was like a hot thing. People were like painting their face different colors and showing how to color blend. I figured that these things would have sold pretty quickly. And they haven't. And then the same thing with this Black Radiance one. It's the same kind of color correcting palette, still hasn't sold. but I highly suspect that it's because of the brand. I had never personally heard of Black Radiance before, and I have a feeling because not a lot of the Black Radiance products in my store have sold, so that might have something to do with it. These Sonia Kashuk brushes. Really surprised because usually brush sets sell really well. So I've sold lots of the Sonia Kashuk individual brushes, and I figured that a set would sell pretty quickly, especially because the set is only priced a few dollars more than the individual brushes. So I'm selling individual brushes for $9 or $10 a piece, but I can't sell an entire set for $14? What world are we living in? I don't get it. But I have like 5 sets of these and none have sold. Why haven't they sold? In the same vein as that, these Sonia Kashuk silicone brushes. Again, it's a set of brushes for only a couple of dollars more than the singles sell for. Why won't it sell? I have a very strong feeling it has to do with the fact that they're silicone and they're not like actual brushes. The other ones were actual brushes, but these are silicone. I know people use like the silicone blenders, but silicone on your brushes? Weird, maybe? Oh, these CoverGirl Vitalist highlighters. So there's 2. I've included both. 1 Moonbeam and 2 Starshine. Neither one will sell. No idea why. Highlighters are super hot, but these won't sell. I'm really surprised that this Clairol Color Crave hair makeup didn't sell as well. When I listed it, it was like in the height of like the gray hair, platinum hair kind of trend. And so I figured that this hair color for platinum, which is like a temporary hair look, would have sold, and it hasn't, and it still hasn't, and it probably never will. Oh, this voluminous butterfly sculpt mascara. Okay, so again, we're back with the cosmetics, but I'm talking about this because, like I said, usually mascara sells for me, but this one won't. So there's a few different colors in the butterfly voluminous mascara variety, and I've sold others, but not this one. So it's the 874 Black. I think it's because nobody looks for that shade. They might look for blackest black or brownish black, but not just simply black. And I have 13 of them and 0 have sold. Why won't they sell? I mean, it's black. What's the difference between black and blackest black? It's all black. These Profusion Lips to Go in shade Desire. Pretty sure I showed these in an unboxing for you guys, but I'm really surprised that they haven't sold. I mean, my price point is pretty good for a set. It's a lip set of 3 different lip color thingies or whatever. Why hasn't it sold? And I have 8 of them. None have sold. Okay, so we talked about the wheatgrass powder. Now let's talk about these ruby reds. Ruby red powder. So it's a fruit and vegetable supplement, and it won't sell. And I'm really surprised because, again, I usually don't have trouble selling protein powders or green add-ins, but this one won't sell. Price point might be a little bit high because it is a small tub. However, I did price it with the market, so I don't know if the market just dropped out from under me and I didn't realize it. Should probably go drop the price just to get it to sell. Hate having to do that. It's another one that really surprised me. It's an iPad case. So it's a pink one, and again, I'm breaking my rule because I said that if it sold once before, I wasn't going to say anything because it might just take a little bit of time, but I've had 3 of these, and in the last year only 1 has sold, and it sold on Mercari. It didn't even sell on eBay. So why won't these sell? I have a very strong suspicion that it has to do with unbranded knockoffs. So the name brand cases can't compete with the $5 cases that are unbranded from China. That's just my opinion. Oh, staying in that same vein, these iPhone cases with the portable charger, and I have 22 of them. 22! Why won't any of them sell? I think it's a good price point. Is it the color? Either way, I'm about ready to pull them off eBay and just sell them locally because there's 22 of them, and these boxes are pretty decent size. So an entire case of these is kind of taking up space in my basement. So I think I'm just gonna sell them locally and get them gone because they're definitely not selling on eBay. Something else that I think I'm just gonna stick with selling locally are these e.l.f. sets. I think it's because the price is printed on there. It is a shelf price. It's like a retail MSRP price of $7. It's printed right there on the box, and so already because of that, I can't sell it for more than $7 on eBay, unless of course it's a discontinued item and maybe it's hard to find, so people would be willing to pay more than the $7, but I priced it under $7 and it still won't sell. Boo. All right, so I sell a lot of false lashes, right? And false lashes usually don't go for a lot of money, but that's okay because they're really super lightweight. You could ship them for almost nothing. And so a low price point really isn't that big of a deal, especially if you do bundles. But these in particular won't sell, these rose gold glitter lashes. I've sold the silver ones, I've sold gold ones, but rose gold won't sell. Even around Halloween. What's up with that? So something else I sell a lot is eyelash curlers. I will sell a lot of eyelash curlers and tweezers. This one won't sell. It's the Sonia Kashuk brand, and it's a compact eye curler. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if people like regular full-size eyelash curlers and not the compact ones that are made that are small, discreet, and they fit inside your purse, but still an eyelash curler. So why won't you sell? And we're back to the supplement powders. This ProSure orange drink mix. So it's just like a high quality protein supplement, and I'm really surprised that it hasn't sold yet. When I listed it, I looked at sold comps, and sold comps were fantastic. So I priced it right with the market. And at the time I priced it, I expected it to sell within 30 days because that's what the regular sell-through rate appeared to be. But then suddenly nothing happened. Like nothing happened. It's still sitting there waiting to be sold. Oh, this iSound Firewaves Bluetooth portable speaker. I have a blue one and a pink one, and neither one will sell. This was a really bad buy for me. So I ended up paying up for these. I got them retail arbitrage, and I spent like $10 a piece on them because the Amazon sales ranking was really good and the price point was fantastic. But this was really early on when I started doing Amazon, and so I wasn't exactly sure how to forecast how long it was gonna take them to sell. And unfortunately, after I sent them in, the sales rank skyrocketed, and that meant that none were selling. I think that I just didn't understand how those things were working at that time. And so now I'm struggling to sell them at all. I pulled them off of Amazon thinking I could sell them at a lower price point on eBay, but here they are, still haven't sold. At this point, I would just be lucky to get my money back. It's a really bad buy. These Cream of Nature heat protectant creams. So it's like a hair cream for blowouts, but they won't sell. So the price comps on a single one weren't very good, so I figured I could get more profit in the transaction if I sold two instead of just one at a time, but they won't sell. Same thing with these Schwarzkopf, shish kebab, shamalonga ding dong, Schwarzkopf Smooth and Shine, Schwarzkopf Smooth and Shine Shea Butter Custard. As funny as it is, they won't sell. Shot B Ginseng Dietary Supplement. It's a high potency B complex supplement. And again, I'm really shocked because supplements and vitamins always sell really well for me. Why won't this one? My price point might be a tad high. Maybe if I drop the price closer to $10, it would sell. Time will tell. But it hasn't sold yet. All right, you guys, that's all of them. Let me know down in the comments below your opinions. Did you see things in my listings that maybe I could tweak to actually sell these things? Did you think my price points were spot on? Did you think they were too high? Did you think that the products were just bad and they're never gonna sell? Let me know your opinions down below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. And also, I wanna know, what duds you have in your eBay store for 2019. Put them down below. I'm really curious to know because we all talk about what items sell really well and bring us money, A lot of people don't really talk about the duds, the stuff that we put in our eBay store that we would practically give away just so we didn't have to look at it anymore. Let me know down in the comments below, what duds do you have in your eBay store? If you like this video and videos like it, please give it a thumbs up. That way I know, and maybe I can continue to do content like this. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. And don't forget to check that video description because I will put some useful information in there for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next year. Bye-bye.